Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are back with another video on the Crew Motorfest. And you know what? I am so pleasantly surprised with this game. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there's a learning curve for me with controlling these cars because I am used to just playing like F123, GT7, ACC games like that. So this is different. I will say I feel that the cars in this game handle a lot better than they do in the Crew 2. Now, I'm not going to say that I don't like the Crew 2. I think it's an enjoyable game. I enjoyed it. It's fun. I feel like this is a step up. I feel like this is a better game overall. Just the handling and the addition with the racing line and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just so much fun. Like, I'm getting into the game and I'm just enjoying it so much. So much so that I'm going to pre-order it. I'm definitely pre-ordering this game. I can't wait to get the full game. I'm having that much fun with it. So in this race here, we're just going around, I believe this is like the event circuit. Now, we don't have to win. We're technically not racing, but I mean, we're in fast cars. We're racing around a track, so we're going to at least try. One thing I will say, the visuals are absolutely beautiful in this game. The character models for the actual people, I would say, are lacking a lot, but it makes up for it with the cars and the environment. I mean, this Hawaii map is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it really makes you feel like you're really in Hawaii, man. And you know, there's tracks like this that are kind of a little wacky, a little zany maybe. There's like big loop-de-loops that you can go through and stuff. But there's also plenty of just kind of like driving around the island, more realistic settings. But this is really fun. These cars are fast. This is the Ford GT. This is on loan. I don't own this car. The only car I own is the BMW that I bought in the last video that you guys seen, and we lost a little bit there. Yeah, trying to figure out how to drive the cars in this game is a little tricky for me. Like I said, one of the biggest hurdles for me in these games is that when you're racing, there's a lot of shortcuts that you can take. You know, you don't necessarily want to stick to the line and be a really clean racer around these tracks, because the AI sure as hell don't, right? The AI, they know all of the little shortcuts on all these tracks and everything like that, whereas, you know, I don't. And this is my first time playing any of this, and it's really crazy, but just so much fun.
These big canvas birds up there are a tribute to the last element, air.
Now, I don't have an Xbox, so I have never played a Forza Horizon game, but I would have to assume that's what this game is aiming for. You know, like I said, I don't know how the cars handle or behave in Forza Horizon, but everything I've seen on YouTube and stuff like that, I would have to say that's what Ubisoft is kind of aiming for, kind of like a Forza Horizon type of game, which is strange because this game is on all platforms. But yeah, us PlayStation owners, I feel like this is the closest that we will get to the Forza Horizon franchise. But you know what? I'm actually okay with that, because I actually do like arcade racers sometimes. Like, not all of my racing games have to be sim. I do enjoy arcade. This one here, I feel the cars handle more to my liking than, say, even like the last Need for Speed. So we are in first place now, as you can see. I managed to just push my way up there, but the AI man, Mitch, he's on it. He is right behind me, and he passed me. We have to give it a little bit of nitrous to get ahead of him, but we did secure that first place position. Fantastic. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go right into the next race. The next race is a little bit different. It is another kind of scenic race that we don't have to win. We just have to complete the drive. Okay, so this time around we're going to be driving in this VW bus. Not the best thing to ride in, but I will say, I want to point out, look at the suspension on this thing. So the vehicles, they do have physics of suspension and stuff like that in the game, and it's honestly making this bus a little difficult to get around, and you can see it bouncing, right? So it took me a little bit to figure out how to get this thing around corners. And also, I feel like with most racing games, that racing line doesn't reflect, oh, you know what, this is just insane. Like, the fact that they had us do this route with this vehicle, with that massive jump, is just crazy. But just look at the scenery. I mean, that is really gorgeous. The lighting is good. I mean, the way it shines off the road looks kind of wet here. It is, the road is wet, so obviously maybe it rained overnight or something like that. You have clouds in the distance. Sorry about that, Mr. Motorcycle. But yeah, as you can see, if you just watch that Volkswagen bus there, you can see it wobbling, and you can see the suspension. You know, it's not meant for this. It's not meant for this at all. But like I was saying before with the line isn't indicative of like what you're driving. So lots of times when the line turns yellow, you can take the corner because it's a slower vehicle. So it's kind of telling you to slow down, I think, if you're in a faster vehicle, because towards the end of this race, you'll see that I was taking a lot of corners at full speed when the line was kind of in the yellow-orangish area. So I do feel that it's not based on the car you're driving. But yeah, the visuals, I really enjoy the way the game looks. You know, I dare even say it kind of looks like Forza Horizon in the graphics. You know, and maybe driving around, like, I get the vibe of, like, Rockstar, like, a GTA kind of thing. If GTA 5 had graphics like this, you know, I kind of get that vibe. But again, the cars handle much better than they do in, like, GTA. So all throughout this little race, the commentator dude, he was talking, and they will be taking snapshots of various locations that we pass that we don't have to do. The game will automatically do it on this race. But look at this here. Just the sun, the lighting, everything looks so good. I mean, look at the reflections off the top of the VW bus. Looks so good.
The palm trees that line the road is pretty cool.
So yeah, now he's talking about an epic hotel that a hurricane wrecked. So we got that photo. So you can see this is only at like 40%. So this is a pretty long one, and it's just to take you around, man, and show you Hawaii. Look at that beautiful coastline. And don't get me wrong, I'm not beating up on the Crew too bad, because it is an old game, right? It's an old game, but this game, it looks good and it is so fun. I can't wait to see what other playlists and stuff they have, and what they do with it. I mean, obviously, you know, there's gonna be like a season pass, and they'll keep adding to it, I'm sure. So we're still not in P1. We're in P3. Mitch is still ahead of us again. But yeah, I think the next video, what we'll do is the final playlist that's available. We'll check out some races in that, and I still I still want to see how the wheel is. I haven't played this game on the wheel just yet. See, like right there, I just stayed flat out. And I managed to get around there pretty good. Look at that. Look at how the sun is shining off the cliffs next to us. Just gorgeous. And like I said, you'll kind of get the feel of each one of these vehicles because each one of them handles differently, which is a good thing. You know, one of the things that really turns me off to racing games, especially the arcadey ones, is how some of them, all the vehicles feel the same. Like, I get that it's arcade, but obviously, like, a truck or a van wouldn't drive the same as a Lamborghini, you know. And you really do feel that with this, because in the more sports cars, you get that more grip. You get the feeling that, yeah, this is a car meant for this. You know, I mean, it hugs the road, it gets around better. Whereas something like this thing is just a boat, right? It's wobbling all over the place. The suspension is going up and down. It's a little tricky, but that's much appreciated. You know, I mean, I feel like you would expect that from like the AAA title. Like something from Ubisoft, like if they can't put that kind of stuff in, but then, you know, smaller developers that make racing games can, you know, I think that's a bit of an issue.
Pretty developed now. Check it out though. Not a bad
All right,
place
we
to
are
live, huh?
fighting here. Finally got past Nahoa, but I don't know. So Nahoa, is that a guy? Is that a girl? I have no idea. I'm guessing that's Hawaiian. I kind of think it's cool that they have like Hawaiian names up here racing us as well. They didn't go just generic, all kinds of generic names. But we did get past them for the most part here. Let's see if we can't just keep this position now. Granted, there's no way in hell that, you know, we would win a race in this. I feel like there were other cars here on the grid that are faster. But again, this isn't a race, technically.
That's my favorite part of the trail.
All we have to do is finish the event. We don't have to win or anything like that.
So peaceful. Right time to recharge your mana.
So yeah, he's talking about the cliffs and the waterfalls, which is weird because we haven't come up to that yet. We're getting there now, and I feel like it would have been better to take the picture like here, because you can see the waterfalls next to us. And there's the finish. We managed a P1 and a Volkswagen bus. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Alright guys, so we're going to be doing one more event, and this event is an actual race. I think we have to win the race or maybe come in top 3, but it is another kind of scenic thing to just ride around the different areas of Hawaii. Awesome. Like, I love Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. I would love to go to Hawaii once. And I mean, just seeing this, all the different kind of like biomes and stuff in Hawaii, it's just awesome. Big turbines there in the distance.
First pick.
So incidentally, I think this is the car that I have. Not the exact car, but this is the one I chose, the BMW. And this thing, man, this thing performs pretty well. I really enjoyed racing with this car a lot.
The top down on the convertible. Sunflowers everywhere.
So with me, the thing about games like this here is that you can't really practice because this isn't technically a track. Whereas in other racing games, you know, you could put in hot laps or you could do practice races on the same track to know it. With this one here, each race is going to be different. And that's where the challenge is. And I used to be good at these games back in the day when I was young, but it's been a long time since I played games like this. But that's going to change, man. I'm going to get into this one because just with this beta so far, I've been having just a blast.
All that you see came to be thanks to the god Lono.
We're already up into P2, so we're definitely doing good with this BMW.
Lono is the one who brings balance with the wet seasons, making this.
Now I am recording the audio over this because I just decided to get in there and play and just hit record, and then I can put commentary over it. I think we do finally catch Mitch. We struggle, but this was a lot of fun, man. And I gotta say, the controller, the haptic feedbacks, and what I kept forgetting to say the last one, I kept saying haptic. What I meant was the adaptive triggers. The adaptive triggers in the game are done so well. The brake, you could feel it. The braking and the accelerator. The accelerator is a little bit of stiffness, and again in the accelerator button, every time the car shifts, you feel like a tick. And it, you know, it's weird, but it does a really good job at like conveying that the car is upshifting. They did a fantastic job with that, and I'm so happy to see games finally really utilizing the haptic feedback and more importantly those adaptive triggers, because I truly feel that the controller is the absolute star of the PS5. When you get games that utilize it well, it works so good and it really conveys what it's meant to. It just adds a little bit more depth into the gameplay. Look at this, man. Look at those rocky cliffs, and then we got like that stream there on the right. Beautiful blue sky. This is just a for fun game. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're someone that likes ACC, GT7, F1, you know, Assetto Corsa, those types of games, this could be like a guilty pleasure, you know what I mean? Just kind of crazy. Again, like I said, you don't really have to race clean.
That's Honolulu.
You know, most of them, I think, as long as you get between the checkpoints, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter exactly how you get to them. So, corner cutting and all that is all fair game. But as you can see, Mitch, he's giving me a run for my money. He really is. I'm probably not using the nitrous as much as I should, and you'll see the AI utilize the nitrous a lot. But we did just overtake old Mitchie, and we're 98%. It took us the end of the race to really secure that spot.
How about we go surf next time?
Alright guys, so that's where we're going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you next time.